Race 3, the Trippy Stakes. It's the first leg of the summer Juvenile series. You've got a host of runners, all with good shouts. Speeding Bullet, you've got Striker up.
Yes, he can take a little bit of hold down to the start, and I just need to monitor that. He'll probably have a lead pony. He's got very powerful. He's an extremely strong Water Winter. He looks like his dad now at 2, so I need to tone it down a bit with him. Certainly a horse that could easily finish in the money. Grant Finnecake, interestingly, chose Glenn Cotton's horse at the weights and stuff. So we'll see how that plans out. So for punters, maybe, look into that a little bit. So I give him a chance of maybe the first 4.
William West.
William West pulled up a little bit shin-sore after his last start. The track has been running very hard. I've never seen Kenilworth this firm at the moment. We're having rain as we talk, a little bit of drizzle. If we do get a little bit of rain, I may run him. If it doesn't, and it's going to be as firm as it was on Tuesday, I possibly might have to take him out.
Gimme Lightning.
Gimme Lightning is a very impressive 2-year-old. You just have to go watch his last run. I haven't seen a 2-year-old pick up in a race like that. He was actually in the race under the radar. We thought this race will bring him on. Never thought that he'd do what he did. So I think he warrants being favourite here, and possibly is one of the better horses on the day.
Then you've got Witblitz, the grey filly. So
you can never count out fillies in this race at the weights, especially a one that runs close up but doesn't win. So you get a weight for age allowance, a fillies allowance. You get the fact that you're still a maiden, another allowance. So that's why Grant Finnecake went for Glenn Cotton's horse under the same idea. So improving every day at the track could be the dark horse of the race.
Race 4 is the Franschhoek Motor Museum Winchester Sprint Cup. You've got 2 really nice runners. The first in them, We're Jamming, who just loves the sprint distances.
Yes, he loves the 1200. So here again, there's just not the rate. All of the races seem to be getting shorter and shorter. So I'll put blinkers on, try speed him up. He's certainly a horse you've got to respect, but he's not a 5-furlong horse. We're also in here because a lot of the better 5-furlong horses are not there. I'm quite surprised. There are a lot of horses that are expected to be in this race, and the trainers decided not to, which then brings us into play. Certainly a horse you've got to respect, and you can expect a good run, but I do think he is better over further. He's going to need his class here to win, and he has got class.
Another horse with class is Rio Carrari with Striker up.
I've done a lot of work into this race, and I just think punters, just be careful. Don't think he's done and buried. Give him a chance and include him in all your bets.
Race 5 is the Cartier Sceptre Stakes. It's the grade 2 over the 1200 metres, and lovely to see Charbella. She goes over the 1200. How will she fare?
I think last time over the mile was a little bit on. I think she'll get a mile. She's just very immature at the moment for that type of race. And the winner went to the front, made it easy, and stole the race. But deserved it, and no one was ever going to make it snappy on the day. It was just the better horse. Back to her 1200, I think this filly is going to run a big race. I don't think much can beat the Sean Terry's filly. I think Sean Terry's filly on its run in a 5-furlong, in theory, is impossible to beat here. We all know how good she is. She's run against Captain's Ransom, so in theory can't get beat in my eyes. I do think I've got a couple of fillies that if they run to their best form, they may give her a fight. Charbella is one of them. She's extremely well, and for me, the only filly that if she runs as a big, let's say things are going well and she runs a big effort, she's the filly that can certainly give the favourite a go.
A filly that you can never rule out is Quintus Light. She's a very effective filly.
She is, but I just feel the way Charbella went past her the one day at Durbanville over 1200 and at the weights, I think she's just going to have her work cut out. I've really gone hard in trying to get her to this race in a great condition. She's fresh, she's well, can expect a good run, but she's never done it in this sort of division. So she needs to come with her A game on the day.
And then you've got Gimme Dat, possibly just needing a bit of improvement?
Yes, had no luck. Took her to Durban, was a disaster. Brought her back to Cape Town. Her last run, Grant was all over the place. but a beautiful come-on run. The blinkers will go back on her. I'll check now that that's happened. The dark horse of the race. She won this race last year. If she pops up, and she could be the dark horse. If you're going to go wide in this race, just add her in.
Race 6, the Rupert Anthony Wine Premier Trophy over the 1800 metres, and I know a few comments were thrown around on Tuesday, but you've got Pomp and Power with Richard up.
Yes, he is coming back. It's just whether his form comes back in this race. His last run was very good. Went to the front. They collared him early. He fought to the line. I actually thought it was a very, very impressive run. Certainly a run that you have to respect him here. A lot of the horses are running the Lamron's King's Plate, so a lot of respect to Pomp. Certainly a horse, you just cannot leave him out. He could easily pop up.